Good morning, my name is Olaf Jimenez Vaina and I'm going to talk about growth mindset of Class Dojo. First, your brain is like a muscle. Why does Mojo want to leave school? Can you something relate to how Mojo is feeling? Mojo wants to leave school because he's not good at it. In the beginning it was from math exercise and he said like, no, I'm horrible and I'm going to fail and I should leave school because I'm the worst. That's what felt dojo. And I can, yes, I can relate it. I mean, I like to grind. So sometimes when I grind and I maybe can't find the way of continuing, I'm like, no, I'm bad at it, I should give up. It sometimes happen. I think it's natural. I mean, like this feeling, it's not like a very good feeling, but it happens. It's like I feel it's okay to feel it. What does Katie say to Mojo to convince him not to leave? Well, Katie says to Mojo that our brain is like a muscle. So if you want to get it to learn better, you have to learn first. You have to try things and understand them. That's the basic thing. Do you think Mojo can become smarter? Why or why not? Well, the definition of smart, I think, is very complicated. So I wouldn't say he becomes smarter. I would say more that he gets more abilities and he learns more, but not smarter. He's more capable of doing things, understand things better. I would say that, but not smarter. That's not the thing. What subject do you feel frustrated by sometimes? Can you see yourself becoming smarter in that subject? How? Well, the subject that frustrates me the most is chemistry. I'm not becoming smarter, but I understand it better. And I understand more of the class because I pay more attention. So I said like, okay, I only have this class in the day 1 hour. So I'm going to concentrate and I'm going to listen to all that the teacher said and I'm going to write the most important things. And I will try to put all my concentration. Maybe it's not possible at 100%, but I mean, I'm going to try my best. And that has helped me to get better grades and understand more the topics. The magic of mistakes. What does the quote for the video, make mistake can make you smarter, mean to you? Well, like I say, I think that make mistakes can't make me smarter, but more capable of doing things. So for me, it's like making mistakes will make me better at something that I want to improve. Can we learn from our mistakes? Talk on a specific recent example. Yes. Sorry. Yes, we can learn from our mistakes. I think a recent example would be when I was studying for my presentation of Ben and Jerry's because I wanted to do it good, no? So I would read my presentation and sometimes I would say, no, I don't remember how it says or the information. I was not trying to learn the presentation but to understand it, but sometimes I say like I don't understand or I forgot some things. So I think that's my recent example of making mistakes making me better. The incredible power of Jet. What should you do if you're stuck in a project, math problem or other learning? Well, I would ask for help, to be honest. I think that's something very important because we are humans, we're very social persons and we are not meant to live alone. I mean, you can, but it's kind of sad, maybe I would think so. So for me, it's very important to have someone to help me. For example, now that we are in quarantine, I would call like, I have a friend that is really good at math and chemistry and I would say, hey, I don't understand this, can you help me with this? And he said like, oh no, it's very easy, let me help you. And I have a friend that hates literature, but I love it. So sometimes he told me like, hey, can you help me tomorrow with my homework or something? I'd say, oh yeah, sure. So I think that's very good to help others, and it's necessary for human beings. Think of a time where you afraid of ask for help. Why did you feel afraid? Well, to be honest, it's almost the same as dojo. But it was with mathematics. Funny. Um, it was a math problem. We were doing it in our books, and I was like, I don't understand it. This is horrible. And all the others did it. They get it. They just get it. And I was like, oh no, I can't do it. But my friend of the next to me, he was very nice, and I said like, I don't know to ask him help. He's going to think I'm stupid or something. So I said like, no, I shouldn't. I should not do it. Why is the word jet so powerful? Think of a jet moment in your life. It's kind of hard, but it's a very powerful word because maybe right now you can't do it. Maybe it's too hard, but there's going to be a moment. You only have to try more. You're not yet. I mean, it's like right now you can't, but soon, or if you do it better, if you get all your strength in that, you will do it. It's a very powerful and, I don't know, unique word, I would say. A jet moment in my life, I would say basketball because I play basketball. When I couldn't, we call them coladas. I don't know how in English, but coladas is when you go down the I forget the word. What with the ball and you throw it in the air and it gets to the arrow. I would say maybe to the arrow. So I couldn't do it. So one day one friend told me you can't do it yet, but you will do it eventually. So I was like, okay, now I love them. I don't think I'm the best, but I'm good at them. When you put it all together, what does it feel like when someone is too challenging? Is it grown that we feel this way? No, it's not grown. What does it feel like when something is too challenging? It's frustrating, first of all, because you feel you can't do it because you try and try, and sometimes you try more times than you usually do. For example, if you usually only practice 2 times something and you get it, it's like, oh great, and this time there are like 5 times, you're like, oh no, I'm bad at it. So it's like good. So is it wrong to feel this way? Depends a lot because depends of your execution and your abilities. For example, if you haven't done something like this in years and you don't remember and you try and try and try and you don't get it, maybe first you have to do other stuff to remember or to get better in that. So it's hard. I would say sometimes it's not a good thing. Most times I think yes, but sometimes you even can not get yourself hurt, but I mean you get too tired and maybe you use your energy in something that you haven't practiced enough. What kind of attitude should we take on what facing a challenge, and why is that important? Well, we should be positive, I think so, because maybe one of the biggest problems of human beings is like we're always like, oh no, I'm not gonna do it. So if you have a challenge, maybe you say, it's the same thing as Jet. You say like, okay, I can't do it right now. I can't, but I will do it. I will get it. When taking on a challenge, it's okay to ask for help or to take a break to reflect, like Moyo did. Does this mean that we aren't growing our brain anymore? I would think the contrary, because when you are with a lot of information in your brain, you're like, oh no, I don't know what to do. So sometimes you only have to see things of a different point of view to get it right. I would say so. And I think that's all. Thank you, teacher.